Everybody, this is Wissa as me again. Today we are going to build a tabbed app. Yeah, as you see here in this demo, we have an application with two tabs, and when you select a tab, the color and the title change. Why is this different? Why is this interesting? It's very simple, yeah, but usually you create this app using two controllers. For each tab you use a separate specific controller. Okay, but in this video I'll show you how to use a single view controller to control your tabs. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, so let's start. Close this. We need to create a new Xcode project. New project. It's going to be a single view app. Let's name it tabbed app. That's wrong here. Okay, next. Okay, create, replace, yes. So now we have our project. Go to the main.storyboard file. Move this to its own workspace. Okay, first we need to delete this controller, and then we need to add a UITabBar controller from the object library here. So drag it in, just like this. I hope it, where did it go? Okay, do this again. UITabBar. Okay, it's Xcode magic. Hey, dude, yes. Okay, give me my controllers back. Okay, what's wrong with it? Maybe we need to give it a bigger space. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah. What is happening here? This is not good, guys. This is Xcode 10, the final version. I'm really disappointed. Okay, again for the last time. Yeah, it worked. Okay, so now we have our UITabBar controller. We need to add two navigation controllers here, and we need two containers as well. Okay, so we used to add the navigation controller from here, editor, embed in, navigation controller. But now with Xcode 10 we have a new way. You can select your controller here and go to this, and will give you this menu. It used to be embedded in stack earlier, but now you can embed in a navigation controller as well. Okay, so now let's drag in our container views. Okay, so hold the Option key to keep the object library open, and drag the first one, and then the second one, and we need a text label. What is in here? Drag this here. Okay, we don't need this one. We'll only use its container. So resize this and this. Okay, and to embed this view to this container, hold down the Control key and drag to the view and select embed, and that's it. And let's add some constraints to keep this one in the center of the view. Okay, I think our storyboard is set and ready. So let's create our controllers. We will need two controllers here. The first controller will be linked to the navigation controllers here, so we can tell which tab bar item is selected. And the second controller will be linked to our container view here. Okay, so let's do this. New file. Okay, touch class UI view controller. Let's name this container view controller. Yeah, that's redundant. Okay, next. Create. And the other controller as well. New touch class file. And this will be of type UI navigation controller, and we will name it navigation VC, or better, navigation controller VC. Create. Yeah, so we have our two files here. So let's open the main.storyboard file again. Open it in a new tab, so we don't need to switch every time. So link this one to the container view controller, and those to the navigation controller, both of them. Okay, navigation, yes. Sorry. Let's use the assistant editor, and we don't need the left panel here or the right one. Okay, now we have our navigation controller. Let's open the container. Container. Yeah. Okay, so now we need to add IB outlets to our bar items, the tabs. Okay, the tab bar items. So first IB outlet, weak var, we name it tab item of type UITabBar item. Okay, this is it. So we need to check which tab we are selecting, and to achieve this we have a property here for each tab bar item called tag, and this is the property we're going to use to differentiate between the two tabs. So for the first item here, the tag will be 0. For the second one, let's make it 1. So they are different. And here in our code, we need to check if the tab item tag equal 0. This means that the first tab will do something. Let's print a statement first. Tab 1. Else we will print tab 2, and we need to run this and make check. First we need to link our IB outlet to the tab items for the second one as well. Okay, come on. Okay, tab item. Now they're linked. When we run the app, we should see the label on both tabs, and we should see the print statement when we switch between them. We have an error here. What is this? What is the error? I need to drink some water. What is it? What is it? Yeah, we need to set this as our initial view controller. Don't forget that. And we need to run this on our iPhone X in the simulator, not my iPhone. In the earlier version, it would run without an initial view controller. It would give you a blank screen. Yeah, now we see the label in both tabs, and this proves our theory of the container view here. And changing the tabs here should print the tabs, but you will notice it was only printed once. If we switch again, it doesn't print anything, and we'll see why. Because here we have our logic in the view did load method, and this is not right because the this logic will only run once when the view loads, and the view loads just one time in memory. So we need to move this to the view did appear logic. Every time the view appears, we will check on the tab items tag property. Super.view did appear. This is true. And paste our code here. If we run again, we should see the print statement every time we select a tab. Okay, this is more than 2 times already. Yeah, and here it is. Okay, this is right. So now we need to tell the other controllers that we have switched tabs. How we can achieve this? We can use a communication pattern. We have 2 communication patterns. The first is the notification and observer pattern, and the second is the delegate and protocol pattern. So in this case, I'll use the notification and observer. So when the first tab is selected, I'll use notification center dot default dot post, and we will post a notification here named, we will name it update view, and the object we will send a string object, and our object will be tab 1. Okay, when the second tab is selected, we'll do the same thing. Notification center dot default dot post, and the name will also be update view, and the object will be tab 2. Okay. Sorry, this is intense. Yeah, but okay. So here in the container view, I need to add observers for those notifications. So we'll add notification center dot default dot add observer, and we'll select the one with the queue. For name, we need to add the name of our notification. Let's make a variable here, var notification name equal notification center sorry it's ns notification dot name, and here we'll have the update view. Okay, so this is the notification we're listening to, and we'll add this here, notification name. That's it. Object, let's set this to nil, and the queue will be operation queue dot main, and in this closure here we will receive a notification, and in this here we will check on the code on the object of this notification if let object equal notification. I have a sticky key here, it's the F key, so notification dot object as string, using optional typecasting here. Okay, so if we have an object of type string, and this object it's not giving me, okay, suggestions. Okay, if object equal tab1, we'll do something, and else we'll do different thing. Okay, if it's tab1, let's add an IB outlet for the text label we have. IB outlet weak var, let's name it text label, very straightforward. UI label, yes, and we need to change this label text, so we'll type self dot text label dot text equal object. Okay, and we'll change the view background color as well, so self dot view not view did load, view dot background color equal color literal, let's make it green, else self dot text label dot text equal object, and we'll do something different. This should not be repeated. We have the same line here, so let's do it this way, and we only need to change the background accordingly with the object. Okay, so self dot view dot background color equal color literal again, yeah, and this time we'll make it red. Okay, and we need to link this IB outlet now in the storyboard, so let's go. Okay, thank you. Let's link this outlet, it's called text label, yeah, and let's add some constraints here. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, this is 0 from the 4 directions, top, down, right, and left, and this one as well. Okay, so let's run and see it. Moment of truth. Let's see if it did work or not. Yeah, so it's working. Cool. So everything is working fine, and this is the idea of today's video, is to use one controller for your tabs. So imagine the scenario that you have 5 tabs here. creating 5 controllers for the 5 tabs to only change data or simple UI attributes, it's very counterproductive. But this way it will save you a lot of time and work and code. So it's better and beautiful and very simple. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.